This is the most insane chess zugzwang study I've ever seen in my life. It's white to play and checkmate in exactly 2 moves. Can you solve it? It is, yeah, when you first look at this, it's a bit strange. It's abnormal, right? You have 2 rooks, you have 2 bishops, you have 2 knights, you have a queen, you have the whole army, right? And they only have 2 rooks and 2 bishops, but it's very hard to checkmate in 2 moves. When you start considering possible moves, which we'll get to when we go through the solution, it becomes hard and you quickly realize that it's very hard to checkmate in 2. Only 1 move wins. Pause the video, and if you have time to go through it, I will be back with the solution. Alright, I'm back and let's go through this. So immediately we look for checks. So that's the way we've always done puzzles, we look for checks. But every single check has its downfall. Okay, if we play e4 trying to go for some zugzwang this way with knight e2 mate, well, it doesn't work. They can simply bring the bishop here and make room for the king, and no checkmate works here. There's just simply no mate here. Rook h4 I take, and knight here I take. There's nothing here. Okay, let's try some checks now. Queen g4 doesn't work, the king escapes. That doesn't work. Queen h6 doesn't work, the king escapes. Now what else? e3 doesn't work. They take the pawn and we don't have a follow-up. So you can see a lot of these moves are not working. What's another one? Rook h4 again doesn't work. Here they can take the rook, I believe. And yeah, this is not going to be mate in 2. That's not winning. Then you have some ways to try and trap the king. So you try some moves. You try rook f2. You try and make some leeway for the king, but it just doesn't work. Every time they have this bishop g5 move and you don't have a follow-up check, since you need one more pathway to attack the king. Here we have nothing. So the only move to win the game is rook to h1, clearing the h2 square. And this is when it gets insane. They have nothing here. If they play a random move, let's say they play something like c3, we play knight d3, and this is mate, because that square gets cleared. But you might be like, okay, let's not allow knight d3 mate, so let's not move the pawns. Okay, move the bishop. Move the bishop anywhere. Now you cover this path for the rook. This is mate. Move the bishop to this square. Now this is cleared, so this is mate. Now move the bishop this square. Now the h2 square we freed up is finally mate. That's why we played rook h1. Now that's just the bishop. If you take the knight, again, this is mate. You've cleared up the h4 square. Now every single move they make, first of all, the king can't move, it's trapped. Every rook move has some downfall. This blocks the bishop's path. This blocks the bishop's path here, so the knight here is mate. And you can see every single move, every single one has some type of downfall. That blocks this square. This you can just give. Oh, this is mate. Wow, that's insane. And then same thing with this rook. Now this blocks this path, and every single move, just like that, is checkmate. So there we have the move, rook h1, the only move that wins the game in this case. Let me know in the comments below, do you think this is the most insane move you've ever seen, where every single move has a different counter and gets the checkmate? So comment that down below, like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the ReelChess channel.